Mimi nimenyamaza, mimi nimewavumilia, lakini mahali imefika. Enough is enough. I want to say that for the avoidance of any doubt.
When power fears the people, you have democracy. When people fear power, you have tyranny. These words resonate powerfully in Kenya today, especially in the wake of SABASABA protests, which have exposed deep cracks in the country's democratic foundation.
Guy! Shit!
What started as a citizen-led movement demanding accountability and resisting the punitive finance bill has quickly transformed into something much larger, a standoff between an increasingly assertive population and a state seemingly growing more authoritarian by the day.
Gunshots! Oh, God. Gunshots. Gunshots. No. Gunshots.
The aftermath of the July 7th protest has left Kenyans asking difficult questions. Are we seeing the beginning of a shift towards dictatorship? Is a state of emergency silently being prepared behind closed doors? And most importantly, what a game is President William Ruto really playing?
Wacha nirudie. Enough is enough. I want to say that for the avoidance of any doubt. Sijui kama tumeelewana jameni. Tumeelewana? Those who attack our police, those who attack our security men and women, those who attack our security installations, including police stations, that is a declaration of war. That is terrorism. We are going to deal with you firmly.
SABASABA marked a historic day where thousands of Gen Z civil society actors and opposition supporters marched peacefully across Nairobi and other towns. But what was meant to be a peaceful show of resistance turned bloody as security forces responded with tear gas, rubber bullets, live ammunition, and mass arrests. At least several protesters were confirmed dead in Ngong town and other areas, while dozens were injured and hundreds detained.
He must go if he cannot govern in accordance with the law. The people have the power to tell him to go. Let him read Article 1. There is no offense, no law broken by people chanting or demanding that he should go.
Instead of addressing the protesters' grievances, the government's response has been defiance. Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen and other senior officials have praised the police conduct even as videos of officers using excessive force floods social media.
Well done, well done. Uko katikati ya hawa wanaume. Yeah. Pongezi, good job. Good job. Naona mumechoka sana. Is there another lady? There one more. Yeah, there are two other ladies on this other side. Thank you very much for a job well done. Nawatakia jioni njema na Mungu awabariki. Let me say thank you very much for the work you did today.
President Ruto too has taken a hardline stance, warning that anarchy will not be tolerated.
And it will not happen under my watch. Tumekubaliana my friends? Tafadhali watu wa Nairobi tuheshimiane bwana. Si kila mtu tuheshimiane? Tuheshimiane, sisi wote ni wa Kenya. Allah.
Now, attention has shifted to what many believe is a calculated attempt to create legal grounds for broader suppression. Reports indicate that high-level calculations are ongoing, though not officially confirmed. Sources within the National Security Council suggests that discussions have taken place around the rising civil unrest and what measures can be legally deployed to contain the situation. If implemented, this would allow the government to impose curfews, ban public gatherings, and limit media reportings, all tools previously used during dark chapters in Kenya's political history.
He says, how do I go?
By resigning, or you'll be pushed out eventually by the people, by the will of the people. The acts that are happening today actually make it untenable for him to remain in power. And I keep on saying, being elected is not a title deed.
Critics urge that President Ruto is using the protests as pretext to consolidate power and crush dissent. His administration has increasingly framed the movement as sponsored chaos and economic sabotage, suggesting it's being fueled by foreign interests or opposition leaders, narratives historically used by authoritarian regimes to justify crackdowns. On the flip side, supporters of the government claim that firm action is necessary to protect national security and prevent Kenya from descending into lawlessness. They argue that the protests have been infiltrated by violent actors and that the state has a duty to protect lives and property. Kenya stands at a precarious point. The people are more politically awake than ever before, but so is the state willing to suppress them. The choices may in the coming days whether to de-escalate or engage in dialogue or escalate through force and constitutional manipulations will determine the country's democratic future. Is the state of emergency loading? If it is, it will not just mark a legal shift, it will symbolize a new era of fear, silence, and suppression. And history will not judge kindly those who chose power over people. David Chams Media, platform for bold, really and eye-opening conversations. We are committed to bringing you raw and unfiltered content that captures the pulse of society. Whether it is breaking political updates, social movements, or community stories, we present the facts with clarity and passion. Our news segments are designed to keep you informed with accurate, timely, and critical analysis that cuts through the noise and hype. We ask the hard questions and go beyond headlines to explain what it means for you. David Chams Media, we stand for truth, courage, and connection. Our mission is to amplify voices, provoke thought, and build a community that listens, learns, and acts. If you are looking for honest dialogue, fearless journalism, and relatable stories, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation today.